Cardinals. And your Great Plains Lutheran Panthers. Both of which are members of the South Dakota High School Activities Association. The SAA has adopted the rules under which this match will be conducted. A strong commitment to excellence, fair play, and sportsmanship are all vital to this activity's success. Everyone is expected to respect the officials and support the teams with positive and enthusiastic cheering. The Activities Association and its corporate partners, Sanford Health, Dakota Bank, Farmers Union Insurance, Billion Automotive, and South Dakota Army National Guard, appreciate the recognition of the values being taught at this educational event. At this time, we ask you to stand, remove your hat, and place your hand over your heart as we respect the American flag. During the singing of the national anthem by GPL Senior Caitlin Rayworth and Dual Junior Gabriel Madsen. We will now introduce the starting lineup. First, the visiting dual Cardinals.
Welcome to another presentation of GPL Volleyball. We have reached the second season. Playoffs start tonight. And so glad that you could join us for the game tonight. Tonight is the number 7 seed Dual Cardinals playing the number 2 seed Great Plains Lutheran. Dual comes in at concluding their season with a 4-19 record, and they will put this lineup out to start this evening. Number 2, Libero, Addison Timmons. Number 3, Lena Carlson. Number 9, Ella Perkins. Number 11, Grayson Gehring. Number 12, Tori Engelbretson. Larissa Hansen, and number 15, Camden Peters. For the Panthers, concluding a record 22 and a quarter of 5 that will set a school record for both victories and win percentage. Again, checking in as the number 2 seed. Starting for the Panthers, number 1, Caitlin Rayworth. Number 5, Kate Holman. Number 6, Abby Jenstead. Number 8, playing the libero this evening, Jolie Lean. Number 10, Madeline Kroll. Number 11, Kaylee Carlson. And number 13, Esta Cameron. Well, it's here, folks. Region 2A begins in just a mere matter of moments. Fans have filed into the GPL Gymnasium. Glad you could be with us this evening. Teams getting organized on the court. It'll be interesting to see how things get started right away. Who's able to handle the butterflies? Who's able to start fast? And a lot of anticipation for this moment, and it's understandable. Winner goes on to the second round, loser's done. So we are about set to begin. Looks like GPL will start with the service in the first set. And start the action will be libero Jolie Lee. All right, here we go. Lean's first serve is towards the back line. Cardinals are going to send over free ball. Rayworks going to Carlson. First swing, blocked and sent back. Cardinals get a piece of it. Now it's sent over on their side. This will be a hit out of the middle. On the left side. For the first point of the evening, that was Hanson. Larissa Hanson for the Cardinals. First server for the Cardinals will be Kirkleet. Rayworks goes to Jenstead out of the back row. And it's going to be a winner for Abby Jenstead. Set the school record for individual kills in a season. Gets her first of the playoffs here. Checking in for the Panthers, number 14, Emma Dornbush. And serving and getting an ace is senior setter Madeline Pro. Ace of the evening. Again, early set jitters here. We'll see who handles them the most. No doubt there's butterflies. As I always tell my athletes, that's because it matters to you. This time a tip attack from the middle lands out of bounds, and the Panthers take a quick 3-1 advantage. This time it's hit into the Panther block. Kaylee Carlson ready for it. Panther block has been strong all year at the net. Oh, with another tough serve. Sent across. Now going outside, this is Cameron. That's an overpass. Pushed back across by Paul. Now the Cardinals go outside for a shot. Handled by libero Lead. Tipped across by Cameron. And that's what again. Pass to Cameron, finding some open space. Tipping it across the net there. Good contingent for both sides here. Dual students clad in black, matching the color of their ladies on the court. Carlson once again with the block. Cardinals trying to go middle there a couple times to Peterangs, but Carlson's been ready for the block a couple times on those middle attacks. A little bit of a change-up this time from Crawl. And that's going to be a point for the Panthers. Quick timeout called by the Dual Cardinals. Panthers take a 7-1 lead. Now a quick word from the South Dakota High School Activities Association. Where do my friends and other students find their voice? We find our voice through the performing arts along with millions of other high school students by expressing yourself in a role on stage, through an instrument, or on the debate podium. The performing arts give us freedom to find ourselves, to find our place. The stage is where I can play, perform, and compete with my friends. This message brought to you by the NFHS and the South Dakota High School Activities Association, proudly overseeing music, speech, debate, theater, visual arts, journalism, and student council in South Dakota. Well, 7-1. I think we got our initial answer about the jitters to start. Panthers with a strong start here in the first set. This time, that's going to be a kill for Peterangs, finding some space in between the Panther defenders toward the back row, and that breaks up the Panther run. Now serving for the Cardinals is the libero, Addison Timmons. Winner of the evening. Checking into the Panther lineup, number 16, Lauren Hansen. Cameron serving for the Panthers. This is hit off the left side there by Carlson. Cameron off the back row. That's to Cameron with the back row kill. Panthers varying their attack points here to start. Led to a strong 9-2 advantage. Cameron continues to Cardinals, the blackout. GPL student section strong in red, white, and blue on election day. Cameron continues to serve. Cardinals going out to the left side. Panther block is there. Now back on the Panther side. This will be Jenstead through the Cardinal block and still alive. Now Panthers have it again. Carlson out of the middle. Haley Carlson. Strong hit there by the senior middle hitter. This one's going to go free ball from the back row of the Cardinals. Panthers go outside to Jenstead, and that was hit hard. Couldn't see it from the vantage point of the line judge, so we're going to have a conversation. Quite frankly, I couldn't see either. It was hit that hard. Lengthy discussion here. Perhaps this might be a jump ball. I don't know what they're allowed to do or what they're not allowed to do. We'll find out here. Good energy in the gym to start. As I mentioned, strong contingent making their way here. So glad for all of us that are able to join in, especially those that are here for duel. All right, it's going to be ruled out of bounds, and point will go to the Cardinals. All right, so get back into the swing of things here. A couple substitutions. Myra Lentz checks in for the Panthers. Checking in for the dual Cardinals is number 5, Emma Sattler. It is 11-3. Just getting started here in the first set. And that serve's going to go into the net. Now stepping back to serve for GPL is Kaylee Carlson, one of the many seniors on this roster. This hit's going to go out of bounds. So Carlson will serve it once more. And this one's going to float too far out of bounds. Cardinals will take that point. Now stepping back to serve for duel is number 12, Tori Engebretson. Prawl going middle to Jenstead. Dogged by the libero and sent back across. Panthers again, this time Holman out of the middle and blocked by the Cardinals and down. Getting her hands on that, I believe, was Elena Carlson for duel. So Engebretson will serve it again. Prawl going to Jenstead out of the middle, off the tape and down. Abby Jenstead recording her second kill here in set number 1. Now checking in for the Panthers senior Caitlin Raywords. She'll go back to serve it. A little bit of miscommunication. It's going to be an overpass, and it's going to be actually go out of bounds. Cardinals a little unsure of who was going to take that second hit. So Rayward serves it again. Floating, knuckling serve. Will is going to go to the middle, and miscommunication on the side of the Panthers that time. So give the Cardinals, I believe that was Carlson that hit that across to score the winner there. Speaking of, Carlson goes back to serve it now for duel. This will be pushed across by Jenstead, tipped right back across. Lentz goes back to Jenstead. Now the Cardinals going off off the far side, and that's going to be wide. Shooting the far sideline was Kirkfleet, but just a little bit too far off to the right. Esther Cameron checking back into the lineup for GPL. Abby Genstead serves. Ooh, off the shoulder, but still in play, up against the net, and just won by the Panthers. Like Maddie Prohl was there to get her hands on that block. So Genstead will serve it again. Strong serving here by the Panthers, and unable to get it across over the Cardinals. So the Panthers have opened up a lead here of 18-6 as they're making their way through the first set. This will be Kirkfleet sending it across for the Cardinals. Rayward sets up Holman, and in the middle of the net there, it was Hansen getting her hands on that attack. Panthers trying to go to Holman that time. Checking in for the Cardinals, number 15, Peter Hines. And serving is number 11, Gehring. That one's going to go into the net. Carlson checking back into the Panther lineup. Jolie Lean grabs the ball and is set to serve. Cardinals send over a free ball. Tricky there. And it'll be right up against the net. Panthers keep it alive. Tip back across by Carlson, or by Cameron, I should say. Now Kirkfleet across for the Cardinals. Cameron off the left side and down. Finding some space in the back line there. Esther Cameron with 3 kills to lead the Panthers here in set number 1. Jolie Lean continues to serve. Tough serve by the libero. Cardinals going up to Peter Hines. And now Prohl for the Panthers. This will be Kirkfleet with a tight angle shot. And we're going to have a net violation by the Panthers. Kirkfleet serves now for Jewel. This will be Cameron out of the middle, a little bit of a tip shot. Tight up against the net, and they're going to have a net violation on the Cardinals. So that'll go to the Panthers. Emma Dornbush checking back in for GPL. Madeline Prohl serves. This is Engebretson. Now Cardinals once again tight up against the net. Lots of hands. Carlson got her hands on it. Cardinals keep it alive. Now Lean over to Cameron. Nice job of hitting that over behind her head there. Dornbush tips it across, and over to land on the line. A little bit of uncertainty there by the Panthers, and it'll be a point for the Cardinals. So it's 21-9. Stepping back to serve now for the Cardinals is Timmons. Prohl sets up Dornbush, and that is into the block. Ping-ponging around, but it stayed alive. Now Cameron, her head is handled by the back row. Engebretson unable to get it across for the Cardinals. So Panthers now 3 points away in set number 1. Lauren Hansen checking in to the Panther lineup. Esther Cameron serving. This is tipped across. Now over to Genstead, she also tips it across. And once more we have a tip, and this time it's going to be out of bounds off of the Panthers. So credit the Cardinals with a kill, and it was Engebretson that hit that final one across. Myra Lentz checks into the Panther back row, and Sattler checks in for the Cardinals, and she'll serve. Between sets here, we'll check on other scores around the region and perhaps around the area. Playoffs starting tonight for most regions. Some regions had first round action last night if they had more than 18 sets, mostly in Class B. All the Class A regions getting started tonight. Kaylee Carlson, into the tape and back, unable to get across. So that'll be a point for the Cardinals. Ingebrigtsen serving now for duel. Panthers leading 23-11. Lean going across to Holman for a roll shot. And that's going to end up working out for a point for the Panthers. A little bit of a change of pace. It's not always how hard you hit it, it's not where you hit it sometimes. That one works out for Holman. Now will be Caitlin Rayworth's serving set point here in set number 1, and she's going to get an ace. And that's how the first set will conclude. The Panthers taking it 25-11. We will check on some scores momentarily, but another message first from the South Dakota High School Activities Association. Man, I loved playing high school sports growing up. It's fun being a fan now, don't get me wrong, but sitting in the stands feels like I'm missing out on all the action. You know, I wanted to get back in the game, so I decided to be a high school official. It takes me back to my playing days. I'm supporting students, and I get paid to make the big calls. Do you want to see the game up close? Sign up to become an official in South Dakota at www.highschoolofficials.com. Alrighty, let's pull up some scores, see what's showing up as bring up the app. Switch, I'm on football mode, gotta get into volleyball mode here. Alright, what can we find in Class A? Other matchups in the region, let's start there. Region 2A, so as I mentioned, this is the 7-2 matchup. The 6-3 matchup is the 6th seed Florence Henry Falcons playing at Sioux Valley, the number 3 seed. And there's no score recorded in that one yet. Looking at the 4-5 matchup, the 4 seed hosting this matchup is the Clark Willow Lake Cyclones. And the visiting team, the 5 seed, is Elkton Lake Benton. And looking at that one, looks like Clark Willow Lake took the first set. 25-12. Other scores, there's a final in Region 1A in the 2-7 matchup. The 2 seed Aberdeen Roncalli swept the 7 seed Redfield. Let's see what else is on the docket. So as I mentioned, this is the first round. There are 3 matchups in Region 2 tonight. Being in a 7-team region, the 1 seed gets a bye through this round and will host the next round, and that's Hamlin. They'll take on the winner of Clark Willow Lake and Elkton Lake Benton. So we'll keep our eyes on the scores as they come in. Let's just glance over to this neck of the woods in region, or in Class B. We have some finals. Looks like we actually have all finals. And it looks like the top 4 seeds all made it through in Region 1B. The 1 seed is Warner, the 2 seed is Hitchcock-Tulare, the 3 seed is Northwestern, and the 4 seed is Aberdeen Christian. A couple of finals to report in Region 2B as well. The number 1 seed Castlewood is moving on, defeating Iroquois Lake Preston, and DeSmet beat Wessington Springs. So we'll keep our eye on some more of the scores as they come in. We are back to the action here. And that's a good way to start it. Kaylee Carlson gets the first winner of set number 2. So now Madeline Prawl will serve it. And Prawl's going to get another ace. She had one in the first set. Here we have another one. I think one of the keys for the Panthers is just keep on keeping on as far as applying pressure. got to a huge start to the first set, and that kind of took the guesswork out of that first one. This time it's going to be hit by Cameron, and it's going to be a little bit long, so Cardinals get that point. I think it was 7-1 when we had the first time out, and let's see, we have a late substitution, but looks like we're good to go. And the server is going to be Timmons for the Cardinals. Prall's going to go to Carlson. Oh my, off the slide, check for nets. I joke with Carlson in the hallways. She is the epitome of a swing hard in case you hit it type of hitter, and she got all of that one. This one's going to be tight by the net, and the Cardinals are unable to get it out. I think it's important for the Cardinals to have a strong start here, try to stem the tide of how things went in the first set. And this time they'll be able to serve going long. So it is a little bit better start in regards to 7-1. Now it's 4-2 here in set number 2. Emma Sattler checking in, one of the seniors on the roster for dual. She'll check in to serve. Sattler's serve handled by Lean. Over to Prall and Carlson. Cardinal block stops it right at the net. And now we're going to have a whistle. Looks like there's a net violation on Carlson, so the Cardinals will take that point as well. Again, we're playing best of 5. First to 3-set wins. Advances on to Thursday. Jenstead hits it off the Cardinal block. Stays in play. Panthers go back to Jenstead, and that one's going to work out. Abby Jenstead strong off that left side for the Panthers. Kate Holman checking into the lineup for the Panthers. Kaylee Carlson serves, and that strong serve is going to be too strong. 5-4 here as we get started in set number 2. Panthers leading 1-0. Now serving for the Cardinals is Ingebrigtsen. Panthers go to Holman. He has to bump it across, but a couple of defenders bumped into each other, and it's not going to be able to be handled. Panthers get that point. Kate Holman recording the winner there for GPL as Caitlin Rayworth checks in to serve. This will be off the left side there by Kirkfleet. Panthers do well to keep it alive, and then smartly tipped across by Jenstead. Very similar to what we saw in the first set. I think it was from Cameron, seeing a little bit of space on that far side right up against the net, and it worked out. So the Panthers now lead at 7-4. Cardinals going again to Kirkfleet, and that's going to be off of Panther hands and out of bounds. So credit Kirkfleet with the kill, her first of the evening. Carlson steps back to serve for duel. Rayworks to Holman, and that one's going to be too far out of bounds. So a little bit closer, much closer here as we get started. The second set, this is what duel needed to do. They needed to just take a breath and calm down. And we're going to have a whistle on the Panthers. Looks like a double contact call. This is a little bit out of system there. And we are tied up. Carlson serves this one again, and this one's going to go a bit wide, out of bounds. Esta Cameron coming into the Panther lineup. Abby Jenstead back to serve. This will be Hansen off the net. Did a good job of getting that across. Now tipped across and down for, that was Esta Cameron. Seeing the court, showing good vision and putting it where there were no defenders. Jenstead serving again. And this is going to be Nice dig there by Raywards. Now Cardinals with it again. Go to Kirkfleet. And now Cameron down once more. That's the Cameron with the hot hand. She's up to 5 kills now. Takes the team lead currently. This will be Hansen. Sent back by the Panther block. Prawl and Holman there. Looks like Prawl may have been the one to get her hands on that one. Jenstead once more. Panthers putting together a nice little run here in the middle of set number 2. Hansen into the Panther block. Nicely done by Kirkfleet to keep it alive, but unable to get it across are the Cardinals. Panthers now extend to a 5-point advantage after we were tied at 7s a couple of moments ago. This one's going to be tied up against the nets and unable to handle it are the Cardinals. Don't know if that constitutes as an ace, but it counts as a point. We're going to have a quick timeout here called by the Cardinals. Once more, we have a message from the state of South Dakota. I love playing sports, especially for my school, and that's because school sports are special. It's where it's safe to fail, and it's where we talk resilience, where our fear becomes confidence. It's where we can learn to get back up after every fall. School sports are where 7.8 million students go from I can't to I can. This message presented by the SDHSAA and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. All right. Teams are back on the court. As I mentioned, we were tied at 7, and now the Panthers on a 6-0 run to regain this advantage. See how the teams come out of this short break. Cardinals are going to go over to Hansen for the first attempt here. Off of the net, stays alive. Panthers get it across. And the Panthers will get a free ball back. A little bit of miscommunication, but they keep it alive and set up Cameron. And this will be Kirkfleet for the Cardinals. Nice dig in the back there by, that was Jenstead. And now a free ball sent across. Hansen out of the middle, and that's going to be in near that back left corner. Clarissa Hansen with the kill. That's her second of the evening. Peter Ryan's checking in for the Cardinals as, let's see, that's number 11, Gehring, goes back to serve. Overpass by the Panthers puts the Cardinals in position to score here, except this one's going to be out of bounds. Strong hit, but too far to the side. The Panthers will take this and go back to their beginning rotation with Jolie Lean as the server. This is also an overpass, and ready for it is Madeline Prawl. Madeline Prawl ready to smash that overpass down. Sometimes you'll see that follow through go into the nets, or sometimes they'll jump too soon as they get all excited. That's going to be an ace serve for Jolie Lean. A couple nice points in a row here for GPL. But Prawl did a good job of timing up right, staying out of the net, getting that point for the Panthers. Knuckleball serve this time by Lean. And it's going to go into the net. It was a difficult pass all the way across from corner to corner. Almost worked out, but hit the net and could not get over. So Lean continues with her strong service, always doing those jump serves. Panthers go into the middle. Carlson hits that off the Cardinal block. Now this will be Kirkfleet with a roll shot across. Panthers go back to Prawl. And oh shoot, a miscommunication there between two Cardinals as to who was taking that second contact. Panther fans excited about this run that they've been on. Now an extended run of 11-1. But that's going to come to a stop right there as the goes off of the Panther block. Peter Rines finds the floor in the middle. And now going back to serve is Kirkfleet. And that's going to be, oh, A little bit of a miscommunication by the Panthers. Let's see here. There we go. Just looking at my chart, making sure I get everything right as best I can. Try to keep stats, but of course, the beauty of everything up here is it's all unofficial. Whoa, we had two different Panthers going for that ball. A little bit of miscommunication. That's going to go out of bounds. So, Cardinals with a few points in a row here. Now it's 18-11. Beauty of volleyball, beauty of high school volleyball. It's never over till it's over. You got to get to 25. This one is off of the block and inbounds. No, out of bounds. Okay. A little bit of communication confusion there between the officials. Carlson hit so hard that it went off of the block and landed out of bounds. So the Panthers take that point, and so now we're with service from Madeline Prohl. Panthers receiving this free ball. Going quick to Carlson. And, ooh, unable to stay out of the net. Or the ball stayed in the net there. So 20-11 now. Cardinals unable to handle that serve. Point for the Panthers. Madeline Prohl continuing her strong service run. Panthers regain their 10-point advantage. Change of pace this time, hits the net and lands out of bounds. Good idea, tried to do something different there, but didn't work out that time. Now serving for the Cardinals is the libero Addison Timmons. Panthers going to Cameron out of the middle, who tips it across. Sneaky attack on two there by the Cardinals. Panthers get a hand on it and bumped across, and that's going to find some space. Jenstead gets credit for that one. She's also now up to 5 kills this evening. Well-rounded attack by the Panthers so far. Jenstead has 5, Carlson 5, Cameron with 5 kills for the Panthers. Strong hit out of the middle, but it's going to find the net by Ingebretson. And now the Panthers find themselves 2 points away here in set number 2 as Esta Cameron continues to serve. Cardinals go off to the left side for Carlson. Now Jenstead off of the Cardinal block and off of the official, out of bounds. Looks like the official's all right. He's a seasoned pro. That's not the first time that's ever happened. So set point here in set number 2. Carlson for the Cardinals and Carlson for the Panthers. Ooh, nice block there in the middle though. Ready for that changeup was Carlson. So checking into the lineup is Emma Sattler, and she will do the service honors here for the Cardinals. Prohl sets it back to Carlson, and she's going to find some space for a set 2 winner. The Panthers taking set number 2, 25-13. All right, let's do a check around the state, see what we can find for live scoring. This SD Score Feed app is just a beautiful thing. If you're a South Dakota high school fan and you don't have SD Score Feed, what are you doing? You got to get it. It's free. It's easy to follow your favorite teams. Follow the Panthers, follow the Cardinals, follow whomever. Follow your grandchildren's schools and see things that are happening on a regular basis. All right, Region 2A. In the 4-5 matchup, set 2 is much closer between the Cyclones and the Elks. It is a 1-point advantage, 20-19 currently for the Cyclones. Again, that's being played, I don't know if it's in Clark or Willow Lake, but they're the home team this evening. Still, I'm not seeing any score reports from the Sioux Valley Florence Henry game. One of the beauties of the SD Scorefeed app is they have links to the live streams for most of the games. I'm going to peek on this game and see if we can see what the score is. Let's see if I can get enough internet signal. Okay. Looks like they are playing in the second set. Sioux Valley won the first set, and they have a significant lead in the second set as well. Panthers, if they are able to pull off this victory this evening, would play the winner of that game, but let's not get ahead of ourselves too much here. Peeking at Region 1A, one set is recorded in the 4-5 matchup between Webster area and Britton Hecla. The home team at Webster area took set number 1, and they have a lead in the middle of set number 2. Glancing at Class B real quickly. We already talked about all the games in Region 1B, our finals already. And I don't have any updates for any new games, looks like, from Region 2B. All right, we are back to set number 3. And it begins with an ace from Jolie Lean. Jolie Lean's second ace of the evening. Cardinals go to Hansen, tips it across from the middle. This will be Esther Cameron, and we're going to have a net call by the Cardinals. Looked like the Cardinal block got their hands on it, but I think when they brought their hands down, someone got a finger into the net because it snapped pretty bad. So Jolie Lean with a knuckleball of a serve, but that's going to be another ace. Libero serving tough here for the Panthers to start set number 3. Another hard serve and another point for the Panthers. Shooting that gap between the two back row defenders, causing for some confusion and points. Panthers up to a quick 4-0 lead. Now the changeup handled by the Cardinals. That's a nice hit off the left side there by Peter Rines. And the Cardinals are on the board in set number 3. Now serving for duel will be Ella Kirkvliet. Panthers go outside to Carlson, and the Cardinal block got hands on it, but it went out of bounds as it came back to the Panthers side. So credit Carlson with kill number 6 on the evening. Cardinals send over a free ball. Prowl goes back to Dornbush, and that's going to be off the dual block, and it lands on the Panthers side. Credit Hansen with her second block of the evening. Timmons sends this serve across for the Cardinals. Carlson with a roll shot on the slide attempt. Now a strong hit out of the middle by Carlson for the Cardinals. Saved Carlson a lot this evening. Both sides with a Carlson that's involved in the action. This time Elena Carlson gets the kill. So Timmons serves it again. Prowl going back road to Jenstead, who hits it across the net. Oh, a little bit of traffic, too difficult for the Cardinals to get to. It's going to work out for a kill and a point for the Panthers. Lauren Hansen into the front row for GPL as Esther Cameron goes back to serve. Tight up against the net. Overpass, and Kaylee Carlson knows exactly what to do with that. (7-3) GPL. Now the Cardinals going off to the left side for a hit, handled by Jenstead. Now Jenstead swings off of the Cardinal block, and that's going to sail so far back that it's actually going to be out of bounds. Point for Jenstead, point for the Panthers. Panthers with multiple hitters that really can deflate some volleyballs. This time, Cameron gets an ace serve. That's to Cameron with her first ace of the evening. And the Panthers now lead at 9-3. Tough serve again by Cameron. This time it'll be Carlson. And she's going to find some floor and record that point. Myra Lentz checking in for GPL. And Sattler checking in for the Cardinals, and she'll go back to the service line. Prall's going to go across to Jenstead. Wow, big swing, finds the floor. Abby Jenstead with 3 kills already in the first 10 points in this third set. She is now up to 9 kills, taking over the team lead this evening. Carlson serves this one a little bit too far, so it takes our score to 10-5. Obviously, the stress of the playoffs, losing the season is done. That's going to be a nice ace serve, by the way, by Ingebrigtsen. Many of the girls on the GPL squad, obviously they had a very nice season, but we've been talking about these girls for 3 years, many of them, whether they're seniors or even in the case of Jenstead being a junior, but she played her freshman year on varsity. So these girls have been playing together for a long time and obviously have a great passion for the sport and each other. And that's going to be a tip across by Jenstead, and that's going to be down. That gets her into double digits. And, you know, aside from just the aspect of wanting to stay alive in the tournament, there's the component of wanting to come back to play volleyball again tomorrow, come back to practice tomorrow, and an opportunity to play in the next round with your friends that you've been playing with for a long time. And I think that's a big motivating factor for the girls as they get started here in this region run. This will be tipped across by Holman, and that's going to go off of the defender's hands and down. Kate Holman, she's now up to 3 kills. And what's been fun with this core group is every single year we've seen them get better and better, and it's reflected in the records certainly, but the cohesion and the being in the right place at the right time, as that's a swing that falls to the floor near the back line in the corner. Abby Jenstead is scoring at will right now. She's up to 5 kills just in this set alone in the first 13 points. We're gonna have a substitution for the Cardinals. I believe, I'm looking for the number here, that's number 16. Rommel is in. And she'll get a swing here, and that's gonna go into the Panther block. Looks like Kate Holman got her hands on that one and sent it back for the point for the Panthers. Caitlin Rayworth continues this service run. Hit out of the middle there by the Cardinals. Hansen, I believe it was. And Jenstead finds some more space in the back row. Abby Jenstead. Ride the hot hand if you're the setters. That's what they're doing right now. This would be a tough one to get to for the setter, and she's unable to make it there. Good effort by Gehring. We're gonna have a timeout by the Cardinals. Before we do anything further, we have another message from the state of South Dakota. You guys just didn't want it bad enough. That should have been an easy win. What were you doing out there? You gotta hustle. You could have made that play if you would have been open. On the car ride home after the game, when you think you're helping by telling me what I did wrong and what I need to work on, all I hear is that I'm not good enough, that I'm supposed to be perfect, and that it's not okay to lose. On the car ride home, all I need to hear is how much you love me and enjoy watching me play, that my worth isn't determined by my performance, and even on my worst days, I am worthy that you see me learning. I am worthy and that you see me learning, growing, and doing my best. And that is enough. This message is presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association. All right, timeout is over. Teams are back onto the court. Cardinals go to Rommel, and that's going to come back off the Panther block and down. Looked like Prawl and Holman were there to set up that block for the Panthers. So Rayworts continues her service, this time trying to drop in a little bit of a changeup. And Panther block continues to hit it, but this one goes off the Panther block for a kill. I believe that was Carlson. May have been a different Cardinal. I couldn't quite see the number and what's happening live. Anyways, it's 17-7 as Carlson serves this over. And a miscommunication is going to lead to a hit out of bounds. Holman did everything she could just to hit it, kind of a windmill style hit there, but it went far towards the dual sideline, bench. So Carlson serves it again for dual. Rayworts tries it to Holman once again. There's going to be a whistle for a double contact there on that set. Obviously, with the Panthers winning the first 2 sets, it's a little bit do or die time for the Cardinals, so need to put a run together, and they've been able to do so the last couple points here. Panthers going to Jenstead. That seems like a pretty good idea tonight. She continues to rack up the kills. 7 just in this set alone. 13 now by my unofficial count. Now Jenstead serving and makes a tough serve. That's going to warrant a free ball across. And Holman with a strong hit out of bounds. Madeline Prawl putting it on exactly where Holman wanted it. So many fun stories with this Panther team. Kate Holman, one of them, that's overcome injury, ACL injury in basketball season last year, and this is going to end up being a point for the Cardinals as Cameron had the block and pushed it right into the net, couldn't get it to go across. So point for the Cardinals there. We're going to have a conversation with the officials. It gives me an opportunity to just talk about some of the things that have gone on with the season for the Panthers. We mentioned Kate Holman missed a good chunk of the beginning of the season, recovering from that knee surgery from last winter. And a couple of seniors had injuries over the course of the year. I can't understand exactly how it doesn't happen more often. With as much jumping in close proximity to the net and all the feet that land at the same time and near and by each other, that people don't roll more ankles, but Panthers did have a couple of those injuries. And thankfully, they've been able to get back. Emma Dornbush, early in the year, missed almost the entirety of the season. Esther Cameron missed a few matches, if I remember correctly, but thankfully, as we get to the most important part of the season, we're not watching a bunch of girls sitting in street clothes. They're all suited up and playing. One of them is Kate Holman, continuing her performance this set. Kate Holman finding some space in that back corner, and it's now 20-10. Jolie Lean steps back to serve for GPL, and that's going to find the floor, point for the Panthers. So as we mentioned, the GPL Panthers are the 2 seed in this region, and in Region 2A, the higher seed, the seed had the better seed point average throughout the year. Jolie Lean with another ace. That's 5 aces this evening. But being the 2 seed, regardless of what happens in the other matchup, we mentioned they play the winner of the 3-6 matchup, Sioux Valley and Florence Henry. The Panthers would, by winning this match this evening, host the next round. And that's looking more and more like a reality here as this hit goes out of bounds. And the Panthers are now 2 points away from moving on. Just a reminder to the GPL viewers, just would love to see you in person for that next matchup if you're able to make it. Jolie Lean, another ace, my goodness. That next round is on Thursday. And it'll be here. I presume the starting time would be 7 p.m. That's not confirmed. Another ace, 7 aces for Jolie Lean as we round out the evening. But that could be what we can anticipate. The GPL Panthers moving on here as they take the matchup here 25-10 in set number 3 and win 3 sets to 0. So GPL will play on Thursday at home with an opportunity to go to the Stodac 16 should they win that matchup. They'd love to have as many Panther supporters as possible show up for that event. If you can't make it, we will have it for you right here. But we'd love to have the gym packed and have a fun atmosphere So hopefully we can have a bunch of Panther supporters there on Thursday. Thank you for tuning in this evening. And thankfully, on the side of the Panthers, we have another game to present to you. And we'll bring it to you on Thursday. Thanks for tuning in.